SmartUp, supporting business creation and strengthening regional innovations capacities with training, mentoring and building a cross-border startup community. The SmartUp project is implementing in the framework of Interreg Austria-Hungary program with supporting of the European Regional Development Fund.
Hello, today in this video of the SmartUp program, we talk about entrepreneurship, startups, with Jeanette from Feel Good Moments and Hermann from Dream Academia. Hermann is helping startups, I think, since over 10 years in their formation and getting investors, and Jeanette has launched her own startup recently, and we will talk about ideas, how to find the right idea for starting up a company, about networking, how to find investors and partners, and in the third module we talk about what makes a good pitch. You're in the startup scene for over 10 years now. What are your experiences with the first step, with the idea? When do you think an idea is good? How can you judge that from the beginning?
First of all, I think a lot of young entrepreneurs think that ideas are crucial about everything, and they very often I found out that they didn't do any research, because very often they think that their idea is quite something new, and very often ideas already exist. And I think it's so necessary to do the research first and find out if it's really a new idea. And what I also think is to exchange about the idea with as many people as possible, because then you get your first feedback, then you get a first impression if it's really something new.
Jeanette, you founded a company. What was your original idea, and did it stick that way, or did you have to adjust it a bit?
So my original way was actually to build a platform, a digital platform where we sell products and services in the wellness industry. What's important to make the step from founding a company to really get into for real?
I think it's most important to exchange with as many people as possible. Then ask people who are already experts in their field, get their expertise to help you further. Exchange also with many people with different backgrounds, because this gives a completely new perspective on ideas. This will open up a broader view for yourself. And what is most important is that you, as a idea owner, are most passionate about your idea.
I also believe that's exactly what I felt during my way. I really need to feel alive having this idea. Like, it has to sparkle inside me, and it has to really turn me on, because there's so many ups and downs, and if you think about the downside and there are a lot of struggles, you feel alive about it, you will not stop continuing.
What I also think is it's so crucial to be open to adapt to the ideas, because on your way you will find out a lot of new connection points, you will get new expertise, you will find other people who will open up your perspective. And I think especially in the founding phase, it's so necessary to be open to adaptation, especially as technology is developing so quickly right now. And we need to face new situations almost every day. And we found that out in 2020, now everyday life, how necessary it is to be open for new ways.
What's the big, let's say, pros and cons working in either way?
If you're more risky and if you want to have a more adventurous life, you probably are better off in being an entrepreneur and creating the future. So it's about your mindset. If you really want to create the future for your children, for example, and you have kind of a vision where you want to go, then I think it's really necessary to start and to be optimistic and be risky and be courageous about taking the step.
Can you learn entrepreneurship, or has it to be in your genes?
I think it needs to have a kind of entrepreneurial mindset inside one person that he or she is going to start. But what I found out in a lot of school workshops within the last years is that when you give to young people a spark that they can at least think about their own projects, then it's for some of them at least a start. And that's why it's so crucial that this entrepreneurial mindset thinking is brought to schools already.
Regarding starting up your venture, what ingredients do you need?
I think if you're just on your own, it's very difficult. And you need to be surrounded by like-minded people.
After 2 years of building the company myself, I decided to get a co-founder inside and share the company, because it's so easier and so much easier, and it's much better to have someone to get feedback, to work on things together. It's in very many terms a bonus, because you have motivation, you have feedback, you have instant feedback, and you can build much faster and continuously if you have more people.
What I'm taking from here is you have to embrace your challenge, you be open for new ideas, also for failures. They will come from time to time, but you have to get over it as an entrepreneur.